Brianna, and this is my life on paper. Today I'm playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem. It's the last Friday of the month, so I'm playing along, and this time Janet Fritz from, I'll slow down, Janet Fritz from Galaxy Girl Creations chose a layout that's done by Rebecca Moore, and that's who we are lifting today. I'm gonna do a scrap lift. So I don't tend to gravitate towards mixed media, but I gotta tell you that once I have kind of a direction, I get excited about it. So you'll have to tell me what you think on this one. I am starting off with a picture of my oldest daughter, and she went to the Louisville Slugger Museum, and it is no secret that we are Cubs fans. She is holding a baseball bat that Chris Bryant used when he was playing for the Cubs. So that I'm starting with that. You can see the banners in the layout, in Rebecca's layout. And so I cut out a couple of those. This is not paper I usually use in my scrapbook, and I cannot tell you why I used this before, but this was a scrap that I used that's going to work, I think, perfectly. I have two other scraps. I have one that's to look like a baseball mitt, and then also, oops, my bat's getting stuck, the baseball paper. So funny story, when I started off, I cut 3 all going this direction because I forgot when I was using a template that you should flip one. So FYI, and you know, maybe if I'm doing another layout, I might need another one of these banners. So there you go. If you look closely at the sketch, on the left side of the banner looks like a white piece of paper. So I chose to bring some red color over to this side. These, I have to remember how these were layered up a little bit. Like that. This is gonna go on here. And then we have a lot of extra things going on. I have a lot of things just to do my usual sprinkling around. And as usual, these might change once I start gluing things down. So I really am enjoying this scrap lift. I have all sorts of cute little Cub stuff here. I don't know if the blue on the blue is the best there. The other thing is I have some of these Nicole Jones 911 printables. So I can, I have a couple options as far as the mixed media goes. And while I'm talking about that, I have some stamps that are very old from close to my heart. This one is it's called Baseball, and it's from 2012. So not necessarily something that's available now, but if you can find it on somewhere like Etsy or eBay, otherwise there's plenty of other baseball stamps that you can use. So I thought I might use those like you see on the scrapbook layout we're gonna lift. Instead of using a stencil, I think I'm gonna use these stamps. The other thing I have is from Free Spirit, and this is also from 2012. And these are a bunch of circle stamps. And this one says laugh, smile, giggle, laugh, smile, giggle all the way around. So I might be doing that in combination with the baseball, along with maybe with these viewfinders. So I'm gonna have to play around and figure out how that goes. I have a bunch of just little bits to sprinkle around. These come from a couple different places. You used to be able to get like National Baseball League stickers. So some of these are from that. These pieces here are from Hobby Lobby Paper Studio. Here's another Nicole Jones 911 that I might use for some journaling. And then I also have, again, I'm not sure how I'm going to sprinkle these around, but you never know, these will get tucked into places. A couple of tags, as well as a Polaroid picture. I have some in blue. And then the other thing is I have a whole sheet of silver stars, again from Paper Studio, but I thought that's a great one to stick in the middle where places that are maybe lacking something. This is again from that one set where it actually says Chicago Cubs on the baseball bats. And I have to tell you, these ones from the National Baseball League, they're not sticky. They're made of stickers. They're no longer sticky, but I'm not afraid of using adhesive to make sure they stick down. And along with that comes a whole bunch of baseballs, which I think will be perfect for the mixed media background. So we have that. I have close to my heart, again, probably both retired because they're awfully old, Moonstruck and Holiday Red. I don't have any sprays that are red. I know some people say it looks like a murder scene. This one actually would have been perfect for that. But what I can do is with a little bit on the lid, I could add a little water, or I do have some red watercolors as well that I can sprinkle around. I don't have a blue, but again, I could do that with the blue from Close to My Heart, or with my watercolors. And I also have this light blue Distress Oxide spray. It's tumbled glass. So I might use that as well. And other than that too, I have a couple browns. I have Vintage Photo Antiqued Bronze, as well as a mica spray. It's Antiqued Bronze again. And then another one, brushed pewter, as well as tarnished brass. So we're gonna see what mood hits me. I'm gonna pause and I'll come right back to finish the layout. Welcome back. So look at this. Okay, so I think I got pretty true to the sketch. As I was putting things down, the one thing I noticed, and again, you can use, it was not a sketch, it's a scrap lift. The one thing that is different from the lift, and again, you don't have to follow lifts exactly. They had pieces tucked in over here, and by the time I got everything done, I think this is, decorated already, and nice place to rest your eye. So I did not tuck anything over there. I did move some of the pieces around. I kind of had two of these square tidily stickers down here next to each other, and that just does not look right as far as balance. So I pulled the play ball, and I don't even think I had that out there, but it's part of the sticker sheet I had. Put that over there to kind of balance this out a little bit differently. I did go with a swing, batter swing. I really like that for her holding the bat, so that's up there. I used those stamps. I did have one, I don't want to call it an accident, but dropping of the stamp. So this was my first attempt. What I was doing was trying to stamp around the paper and drop the stamp, and it got that way. So we started over, but I've seen people put the little marks with their pencil, and I thought, oh, I don't need to do that. Well, I really needed to do that. So that is underneath the paper there, and actually it's in a couple spots. Once I got the Hey Batter stamps down with the baseball, I had that larger ring stamp, and I didn't want the larger ring. Originally, I thought maybe I'd do a ring around that, but it's already got the words. So I grabbed the smaller of the rings, and it has the dates on it, the months. And May is actually when she was there. So I have it, where's May? I did the same thing over here. May, you can't even read it. It's a smudge. That's all it is. But it says April smudge, June. So I thought maybe up here I would circle the May. I don't have I didn't use the journaling spot. We could use the white spot for the journal, or we can always pull in a journaling spot later. I used the silver stars, and I made the visual triangle. I had 3 baseball stickers, so I used them there. And then I pulled out these, they look like water droplets, like prism-y type, multicolored, pretty, and that's Paper Studio. So I put one of those into each of my clusters. And then just spread, and I would call this the title, right? And then spread the rest of the pieces around. I used the tickets, I put them on the white baseball so that hopefully you can see them better. The black cleats kind of blend in, but that's okay. You can see them better when it's not on video and it's close up. But I like how the mitt kind of rusted into this circle. I was able to use a couple bats. I threw the batting cap up, or hat up, the helmet up there, and then one down here. So, and then, oh, the biggest part of it is how did I do the mist spray? What do you call these? Splatters. Yes, splatters. How do you do that? So, like I said before, I could have got my watercolors out, but once I used this for the stamps, I knew that this would match well with the stamps, right? If I use this for splatter. So, close it up, push it down. It causes to have ink on the top. And then, and I don't have water in my studio, but I have water in a little watercolor brush, because you could water paint with this, because you can, with the water in it, you just squeeze it a little bit and it goes into the bristles. So what I did was I opened this up and I just did a drop of water into the top to mix with the ink on the top, so that, and I could have used this, honestly, but I just used one of my paint brushes to dip it in there then and then splatter around. So that's how I did the blue and the red. So that was, it's nice knowing that you don't have to go out and buy every spray that you see. These are more of a vibrant color or concentrated. It's not so opaque. You can tell the colors that I got by doing it that way are not as vibrant as stamping. So I could have used watercolor and that kind of thing. Really happy how it turned out. The other thing in the layout you will see is that it had a border around it. So I don't know if you've been listening to my videos, but if you have, I have lots of red, white, and blue, where to the point where I joked that I was going to make my family wear red, white, and blue for every event moving forward so I can use some of my paper. So I did not gut this paper. I just made the white paper that much smaller and then glued it on top. This red, white, and blue paper is not that thick, so it between the two of them, it's a nice thick background, which I think is perfect. So, all right, that is it. Please leave me a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And you can hit the bell too if you like to get notified when I put out new videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you again soon.